Hello and welcome back to my channel. Since Halloween is over now, we can get into more, I don't want to call it Christmassy, but more on the wintry side of things. A couple of weeks ago now, I came across this post on Twitter from Revolution and they were advertising the jewel collection and I was like, so I went online and bought it straight away. Here it is. I'm only annoyed by the fact that I got the rose gold palette, the rose gold highlighter, and the gloss that appealed to me the most turned out to be from the golden trio. So I'm just annoyed about the fact that they just don't match. Nevertheless, I'm going to try it out for you today. So I hope that you carry on watching. If you would like to know what I think and what the jewel collection looks like on my face, then keep on watching. Before I actually start, I need to share a story behind this. I received this probably 2 weeks ago now. Actually, I can even check when I ordered it. I ordered it on the 12th of October, so I do have it a couple of weeks now. First thing I grabbed was this highlighter because it really reminded me of the Farsali Jelly Beam, and I was just like, I need this in my life, I need to try it out. My people need to know if it's good or not. So I opened that up and it's actually pretty cool. It's not as liquidy as the Farsali Jelly Beam, but we will definitely try it out if it's a good highlighter. Then I was like, oh my god, the packaging of this is definitely inspired by a Fenty Beauty lip gloss. Does this not remind you of that lip gloss? I haven't tried any of these on my face, and the main story is the palette, because when I received it, I noticed that there's a scratch on the palette itself on the face, and then I opened it just like this, and I was almost in tears because these two shades, Lusting and Storm, they were broken. So I was like no, and I wrote a post on Twitter to Revolution and I was like, Revolution, this has happened, can I get a refund or a new palette? Because if I was in store, I probably wouldn't have gotten the broken one. Do you know what I mean? I wasn't hoping for much really. I ended up press them in. They are so creamy, this top row, that they don't even need a mixing medium to be repressed. They all shimmers, so they are very, like I said, very creamy, and I basically like push them in. I was happy to find out that I can get a refund, and I did. So even though I paid, I think it was like £20 that I paid for this, and then I ended up actually getting a refund of £10 for this. By no means am I trying to encourage you to do fraud. I just simply am showing you that that was my case, and you can get a refund if you receive a palette that was delivered to you by mail and it is damaged. You can try and get your money back. Just get in touch with the company. Some will refund you, some won't. Bear that in mind when trying to get your money back. That is that. Let's zoom it in and let's try these out. I'm so excited! I've done some of my base to save time. I used one of my favourites, Bourjois Healthy Mix foundation. I used Conceal and Define Concealer in C15 to contour / bronze my face. I also did my brows with eyelid pomade, but you already knew that because I don't use anything else. I haven't powdered my face and I haven't added concealer because I will do my eyes and then I will conceal my eyes, because if there is any fallout, we're screwed. Let's try this puppy out. I'm taking the jelly highlighter. This one is in Prestigious. Shall I stir it? Because I saw that if you stir Farsali jelly highlighter, it goes a little bit more liquidy. Oh my god. Look at this. It's more like a slime consistency. consistency. Smashed it. And it's going a little bit gloopy when I stir it, so maybe I shouldn't. Let's highlight my face with it. I don't know the best technique, so I'm just going to try. Blend it with a sponge. Oh my god, that is nice. That is nice. It has like a silvery pinkish reflection, but on its own it blends in with my skin really nicely. There's no cast. Oh my goodness, look at it. I've never
disgusting
successfully applied a liquid highlighter that all separate my foundation. This one doesn't do that. Oh my god, that looks so pretty. If you gave up on liquid highlighters, don't give up on this one. Don't miss this one out because it is stunning. It gives you like this wet kind of look and it blends in with the skin. It doesn't leave a cast. But let's move on to the eyeshadow palette, shall we? Yes, we shall. The palette I got is called Jewel Collection Deluxe, and it's basically the one with the rose gold kind of packaging. Oh, we only have 3 matte shades and the rest are shimmers, so that could be an issue potentially. The one that really stands out to me is Confident because it's a copper, and we recently had a copper dedicated video, so I'm just going to swatch these. Oh my god, so I mean guys, I think my god, I'm so happy right now. This is like that formula, the one I just touched, is comparable to Makeup Geek Flamethrower. I'm not even kidding. This is not sponsored, by the way. I mean, go out and buy these. Even if the rest of the shades, the ones on the bottom, are meh. So let's say it's £1 and then 4 by 6. I want to say like 1.30. You pay £1.35p for one of these shades, and Makeup Geek has their false shadows for almost £9. What are you doing? Actually, you know what? Don't buy these yet because I need to test them on the eyes, but I just already know they're going to be amazing. Bold Metals 200, a massive brush, and I'm going to take still, not much fallout, a lot of pigment on the brush. And I want it all over my lid. This is a little bit more orange than I thought it was, and it's definitely more of a satin finish rather than matte. It's not bad, but it's so far not blowing my socks off. Biggest complaint that I have for this palette so far and already is that it doesn't have a lot of matte shades, but you know, it's fine. I'm going to take 305 from Real Techniques, pick up a baby face, reasonable amount of fallout, a lot of pigment, so you can see a theme here. Whoa! So there's a theme going on here. There's a lot of pigment. Oh my god, that's so pretty! So I've put the pink on the outer corner and now I'm fluffing it up into my crease. It's ever so slightly patchy. I feel like to get a good blend I had to go in 3 times. I'm picking up chapter 1 on a flat brush. Picked up really well, and I'm going to put that on my inner third and my outer third. Some fallout, but not loads to be fair. Because I'm slightly worried about tactic, I'm just going to take that on my finger. it feels like it has sealed, but the pigment does come off. And I'm going to put that in the middle. Oh my god! Are you seeing this? I'm going to take this tiny brush and 2-die-4, and I'm going to highlight my inner corner with this. Never mind, it's too dark for my inner corner. Dodge. Yeah, the shimmers do have some fallout, but I am using a brush, and I'm going to take Sprung. Let's see if these foils do pick up on the brush. Does work. You're not taking the full potential out of it. So I do recommend applying the foils with your finger. See, ideally I would darken some of this a little bit more, but I simply don't have a shade for this. Oh, this might be a risk. Ooh, and I'm taking All Night, and it has a lot of fallout. So I wouldn't buy these for mattes because there's not a lot of them and they're not that great. Fallout on my lid as well. Although on the eyes, All Night is pretty pigmented, but it does have fallout. So when it comes to the mattes, they're not the best, but you have multiple. I'm sure majority of you that are watching this, you probably have a lot of palettes, and this one is definitely worth buying just for those shimmers. I'm going to highlight my brow bone, and I'm taking Finesse. I like that on the brow bone. Let's take a little bit of Finesse and put it in my inner corner as well, actually. Ooh, this shade is really nice. I'm going to pop some of that in the middle as well. And it picks up so well. I like that. I'm going to do my other eye off camera, and I will be right back. I must say, I'm quite disappointed with the matte shades in this palette, but like I said, there's only 2 real mattes in here. You don't have to worry about that. You will definitely need a separate palette. Well, I mean, I've done this eye makeup look without using a second palette, so you can achieve a look without it, but you know what I mean. I've cleaned up my under eye, and I'm going to use Catrice Liquid Camouflage to conceal my eyes. So there was a smidge of fallout, but there wasn't a ton. Let's see if this highlighter will layer on top of powder. This could go horribly wrong. Well, that looks absolutely fine. No caking or anything like that. Oh, by the way, I did take Finesse and added it on my Cupid's bow because I'm crazy. To do my under eye, I'm going to take 305 and Babyface, which is the pink. There's not a lot of shades I can use. I'm going to put it on my lower lash line. Lash Paradise for my mascara. I'm also going to add some lashes. And now the final element to this collection, the lip gloss or the lip topper. This particular one is in Exquisite. I'm going to use it on its own because I've got this frosty look going on, and I think it'll look pretty good. Ooh, yes. And it's not sticky. Oh my god. I have managed to create this cranberry, pinky, grungy, frosty look, and a lot of highlight, very juicy lips because of that topper. As you can hopefully tell by my review so far, the highlighter is just wow. It's fantastic. I have the shade Prestigious, and it looks perfect on me. It doesn't leave a cast, but it has this frosty, reflective quality when it hits the light. It looks amazing. I was scared that I will not be able to create a full makeup look using this palette, but I did. Bear in mind that if you do have those two shades only for your transition and crease shades or whatever, the pink and the brown, you are very limited to what you put in your crease. But for this price, to have the 6 top shades this foily, I'm literally like, my mind is blown. And the lip topper is fantastic as well. I'm just mad that I didn't get the one to fit my whole collection, but I did like this one the best out of the 3. There's nothing I can say more to sell you on this collection. It's absolutely amazing, and I hope you have enjoyed this review. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!